Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. You have the Rhino, and I have a beer that I tried when I first bought it. I drank a few of these over the month of November on Beer Dweebs United, and I haven't reviewed it yet because I just keep putting it off. This is a brewery that I hear great things and horrible things about. Basically, when I hear horrible things, it's about this beer, but I didn't hear those things until after I tried this beer, which made me think that I was right, and it wasn't a bad bottle. But anyway, this is from Arcadia Ales, which is in the U.S. This is actually a brewery. Well, this is a beer that came in the fall season. So, the LCBO brought a whole bunch of U.S. seasonals in. They brought in Dragon's Milk from New Holland. They brought in the New Holland, the Poet Oatmeal Stout. They brought in Smutty Nose's Robust Porter. They brought in this. They brought in bunch of beers. They brought in Fat Jack from Sam Adams for the first time. They brought in Warlock from Southern Tier, as well as Pumpkin this year. Just a lot of great beers came into the LCBO this year, and it's great. I mean, I wish that it was more Ontario and Canadian beers, but I love getting my chance to get my hands on American brews as well, so I'm not going to complain about that. Of the 3 6-packs, the Poet, the Smutty Nose, and this was the most expensive. One was $12.95, one was $13.95, and one was $14.95. This one was $14.95. So most expensive of them all, and it was the one I liked the least when I tried it for the first time. So we'll try it again and see what we think now, right? So London-style porter from Arcadia, 12 fluid ounces, 7% alcohol. Established in 1996, Arcadia Brewing Company in Battle Creek, Michigan. So, bang! It actually has a cool Celtic knot cap. I mean, I've seen those Celtic knots tattooed on people, those exact ones. So, hey, and we're gonna pour it into the Great Lakes Brewing Company's can glass. That holds 473, so there should be more than enough room if there's any head made on this pour. So when you're pouring this beer, it actually looks almost ruby red as you're pouring it, but in the glass, well, actually, it kind of still gets some. The camera's probably not picking up. It's probably black on the camera, or if not, just deep mahogany brown. But yeah, it's a beautiful color. It really is. Smell. Roasted coffee, a touch of smoke, and a touch of like blackstrap molasses. So scent-wise, it's not as bad smelling as the first time I smelled it, and the first memory I have of the beer. Now, like I said, I've drank a couple of these. I had a 6-pack. I believe I've drank 2 or 3 of them. I gave one away. I'm doing this one now. So, yeah, I should still have one maybe in the fridge, and if I do, I might give it to my neighbor, mattering how I feel about this, or I might have to drink it on a Beer Dweebs United, mattering how much beer I have left in the fridge. Let's try it. Cheers, guys. Arcadia Ales, London-style porter. And if you're a person that loves Arcadia Ales, and if you're a person that loves the Arcadia Ales London Style Porter, that is great. Let's hope that somebody can actually have a constructive conversation after I make fun of this beer, because if you haven't watched the review before, if I don't like something, even if I do like something, there's a chance I'm going to make fun of it, and I'm going to use descriptive words sometimes. And here we go. You know what? I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just tired. I'm tired of everything. Yeah, no, I'm really not. 7% alcohol. Do you taste the alcohol? No, that's a plus. After that, I remember the first time I had this beer called Bishop's Finger. I said it tasted like Altar Boy's anus, and really what it tasted like was burnt cigarette butts, and I kind of get that in this too, like a cigarette butt burntness. Like if you ever did a Dirty Mexican Asshole. For those of you that don't know, a Dirty Mexican Asshole was when you would take a cigarette, an ashtray, and you would take the cigarettes out of said ashtray and you'd just leave the ashes, and you would put a shot of tequila in it, and somebody would drink the shot of tequila with the ashes. That was a very racistly named shot called the Dirty Mexican Asshole. And I used to make people do it when you could smoke in bars, when I would bounce at the bars. And if they asked for free booze, I'd make them do that. And if they did that, I'd kick them out. And they're like, "You're kicking me out. You gave me the booze." I'm like, "Yeah, you were drunk enough to drink ashes, idiot. Get out of my bar. You're too drunk to be in here." And it kind of has that to it. It has that just burnt ash taste. I remember when I drank it first time on Beer Tubes United, I said it tasted like you took all the shit that was thrown out the windows in old style London, when you used to throw your shit and piss out the window into the street. It tasted like you took that and you brewed the beer with it. Now that was just me being stupid, but in all honesty, it to me is not a good taste. I'm sure some of you love it, and that's fine. We all have our different paradigms, we all have our different tastes, and what you like is what you like. For me, I don't like it. I don't know if it's the roasted coffee, because I can still taste roasted coffee. I don't know if it's just too roasted for me or just too much coffee. But yeah, I'm stuck on this cigarette butt analogy, and whether or not it actually tastes like that for other people, or if there's just something in it that just tweaks that paradigm of me, because I have done a Dirty Mexican Asshole. And I have a family that smokes, and I've kissed people that have smoked and just tasted that ashtray taste. I don't know if there's just something in this that just triggers that ashtray memory, or if it really tastes like that. That's the thing. That's the problem with paradigms and with memory recall through taste and scent. Does it really taste like that, or is it just triggering that memory? I'm not 100% sure. But irregardless, that's what it tastes like for me. Is it a horrible beer? No. Is it a beer I ever want to drink again? No. Again, can't taste the ABV. Can't taste anything really, except for some sweetness, and that roasted coffee. That roasted coffee comes in the background, but that ash taste just does me in. And I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I gave it a 4 out of 10 originally, and I'll move it up because it doesn't taste as bad as I remember. Obviously my tastes weren't working all that well that night. It's just still not a beer I really enjoy, and a beer I want to ever really drink again. After this 6-pack, I'll never drink it again. However, I am excited after seeing some of the names and some of the styles that Arcadia makes, after hearing a lot of things that some people have said about Arcadia, and a lot of those people have said they don't enjoy this beer in particular, but the rest of the Arcadia lineup is really, really good. So I'm actually excited to try something else from Arcadia, just never the London style porter again. Never. If you love the London style porter, that's great. Maybe we can get together one day and we can drink together, and you can drink the last one I have. If you dislike it, that's great too. That's fine. There's more London porter out there for the people that love it. And why don't you tell me what you thought of it? I'd like to know. And yeah, thank you guys. Bye.